Yesterday, I was drinking my 4th cup of coffee and I realized that no matter how many cups I drank, the effects are little to none. And then I start to think,
maybe I should get another cup. Why is it that we need coffee over and over again? How does caffeine even work? Well, let me tell you the story of a girl. This is Eve. She has to complete her homework due 3 weeks ago. To give her the energy to do so, she has a friend group called ATP. Specifically, in her friend group, there's Adenosine, the mom of the group. Adenosine ensures Eve takes a break after she's done doing her homework. How so? Adenosine brings 2 purses with her, the A1 purse and the A2A purse.
Receptors.
The A1 purse consists of pens, pencils, and a notebook to keep Eve up. It's the wake-stimulating purse. On the other hand, the A2A purse consists of comfortable clothes and scented candles to help Eve fall asleep. It's the sleep-promoting purse. Binding to the A1 purse, adenosine blocks the supply of wake-inducing items. On the other hand, binding to the A2A purse, she invades the room with sleepiness, as a result causing Eve to fall asleep. However, as we all know, there's also caffeine, the party animal.
feeling schemeful, caffeine blocks the A1 and A2A purse, disabling adenosine from doing the same.
Altogether causing Eve to stay awake. Caffeine is what we call a competitive antagonist. Its similar chemical structure enables it to bind to the active site of the adenosine receptors without actually activating it. Normally, this is the rate of neural activity.
However, as adenosine binds to the axoaxonic synapse to the adenosine A1 and A2A receptors, the inhibitory G proteins detach and slow down the release of excitatory neurotransmitters from the presynaptic neuron.
This is called presynaptic inhibition, which ultimately reduces the neural activity in the postsynaptic neuron. With caffeine blocking this reaction, neural activity continues at a high rate. This influenced the release of dopamine, norepinephrine, glutamate, acetylcholine, serotonin, GABA neurons, which ultimately influences the individual's behaviors. Specifically, the inhibition of A1 receptors stimulate the heart, while the inhibition of the A2A receptors influence the central nervous system and causes alertness. In short, causing Eve to be awake. Caffeine's wild, but the next day, not so much. When caffeine's fully metabolized, adenosine has to come back.
Even if you keep drinking caffeine, adenosine could make more receptors for herself, therefore not having to wait until caffeine is fully metabolized.
This is why we tend to drink more and more cups. Because when we don't, there are so many A1 and A2A receptors for adenosine to bind to, which increases the sleepiness to a greater extent. Withdrawal symptoms include anxiety, irritability, and headaches, the opposite of caffeine's effects.
It is only through sleep that adenosine can go away and thus adjust back to the initial amount of adenosine receptors.
So basically, caffeine just delays my exhaustion? Exactly. Now that you know drinking 6 cups of coffee isn't going to solve your problems, are you still gonna do it? I know I am. Cheers.